Hello everybody, my name is Tinokin and today I want to show you something new, something a little bit different than the videos that I usually make. I want to show you some games that I like to play. So maybe you remember the Wordle craze that came up a couple of years ago, and during that time a lot of different similar games popped up, or they already existed before and I just didn't know about it, but I tried a lot of these kinds of games and these are the ones that I stuck with. So I just wanted to show them to you and show you how I play them, and maybe this will become a more regular thing on the channel. So the first game is Wordle with an L, where you get the outline of a country and you have to guess what country that is. And I've been playing this game and also Global, which we're going to look at in a second, for quite a while, and I've gotten a lot better at geography. Back in school, I used to think that geography was quite a boring subject, and now I'm getting really fascinated by it. And maybe unluckily for me, today seems to be a really easy one. So I might get accused of cheating because, of course, you don't know if I've been looking this up already or not. But I assure you I haven't, but I am pretty sure those are the Maldives. And maybe I'm going to eat my words in a second when it turns out it's not, but I'm pretty sure it is. The nice thing is that it auto-completes the names of the countries because sometimes you just don't know how to write something, and that will become an issue in the next game, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it's correct. All right. Yeah. So this was a pretty easy one. I don't usually get these every day, but I'm able to solve this on most days, so maybe we'll look at it on another day again. So in Global, you get this globe and you have to find the right country. And you have to just start with a random one. And what I usually do is I start with the country that we got as a solution in the other game. This doesn't always work, however, since those games have a little bit of a different definition of what a country is. So Wordle also includes territories, whereas Global doesn't. So what we get is a color, and for really small countries, little island nations, can be a little bit hard to see. But basically, if you get a very pale white or yellow, that means you are very far away from the target country. And the darker red it gets, the closer you are. And here we are at like an orange, which means we are not too far away. So we are definitely, I would say, somewhere in this area, but we are not super close either. So what we could try is maybe Oman, which should be around here. Yeah, that seems to be the right direction. It's adjacent to the right answer, which means that it's probably Saudi Arabia. I'm not entirely sure if there's another country, if it touches maybe the United Arab Emirates or something. Wow, so this one, nice. This one was a very quick one. Usually it takes me some more tries than that to get it, but we were really lucky that we went in the right direction right away. But I guess on average it takes me more like 7 or 8 guesses usually. Anyway, those two games really improved my knowledge of geography. Also because if I can't figure something out, I give up, but then take a real hard look at Google Earth and try to figure out the layout of the area, or also Google Maps can be really useful for that. Oh look, yeah, Oman does touch the United Arab Emirates, so that would have been another solution, as well as Yemen. We learned something today. The next game I like to play is Waffle. So this is a word game where you have 6 words with 5 letters each that are arranged in this waffle pattern. And you have to figure them out, but you only have 15 swaps. I'm not sure if it's always 15 swaps, but anyway, if you find the ideal solution, you will have 5 swaps remaining in the end, and that is always my goal, because if you do, the entire grid starts doing these really pleasing color changes, and so that's always my goal. But to find the ideal solution, we have to make sure that we don't make any mistakes, which also means if we have 2 letters that could go into a specific position, I usually don't like to do that until I'm sure that the letter that I'm changing it with also goes into the other position, so that this is a mutually beneficial swap. Like in Wordle, letters in green mean that the square is already in the right position, whereas the yellow squares mean that this letter does appear in this word, but not in that position. And if we have a situation like if this T would be yellow, we couldn't be sure if it belonged to this word or that word. So looking at this word in the bottom here, I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Is there something like room or Rome with an H? Sometimes in this game I meet the limits of my knowledge of the English language. But what I'm noticing is that we only have one M in the grid and we only have one H in the grid. So that if we swap these two, the H and the M, at least one of them should arrive in its designated position. So let's do that. And it's both of them. Nice. So there must be a different vowel that goes here, but maybe I can figure out which one it is by figuring out this word. But first, let's look at the top one. So I'm guessing this could be linen, which would also fit with the fact that we have an N in this vertical word. We can't exactly do the same swap with the I and E as confidently as we did down here, because we have several I's and E's. And like I explained, it could be that we are making a non-ideal swap, which leads us to lose one of our precious swaps in the end. However, what would the alternatives be? So either the I and E are swapped, or we have I and E here, which I can't really think of a word for that, or we have I and E here. And I don't think that works either, so I'm going to risk it. Very nice. I'm very tempted to just swap the V and the I too, but maybe I should think about this a little bit. What kind of word could this be? Visit can't be it because there's no I here, and also we don't have another I. Visor, maybe? I'm not confident, but I am fairly confident that that I belongs here, and since it's the last I that we have left, let's do it. Okay, all right, that should be fine. Now I want to think of this vertical world. Now I want to think of this vertical word here. Man, what a tongue twister. So we're pretty sure the N goes up here, and then we need to have a vowel down here, and there's no E in this world. Word. Dang it. So, ooh, nasty. Oh, and rhyme. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is it. We only have one N, one A, and one Y, so let's just move these around. And one T. Okay. Very good. Okay, this must be nurse. Visor here, and then lever over here. Okay, we did it. So, okay, so now you're going to get to see the nice color pattern that I talked about. That's so satisfying. And I'm really always super disappointed if I can't make it. Oh no, I scrolled away. I'm so sorry. There it is. Ah, it's beautiful. I love it. I could just sit here and stare at that for an entire while, but I'm not gonna. Let's continue. So the last game that I like to try is Connections from the New York Times website that Wordle is also on, but to be honest, I really struggled with Wordle, so I'm not going to play that on video, at least not right now. But anyway, I also sometimes really struggle with this one. I really like the aspect of like thinking outside the box, but sometimes there's just I guess American cultural things that are just too far removed from me for me to know them, like things relating to sports and stuff that I really have no idea about. But anyway, let's have a look. Birthday, marble, wrench, concrete, curveball, workshop, party, pound, spitball, material, real, tantrum, solid, brainstorm, crumb, ideate. I guess brainstorm and ideate kind of go together. Let's see, workshop and spitball. So that would all be things where you kind of try to come up with an idea. Develop as ideas. All right. Not bad. Okay. Wrench immediately makes me think of throwing a wrench into something, and you can also throw a tantrum. You can throw a curveball, and you can throw a party. I was thinking birthday, but yeah, no, party. Yeah, it would be a birthday party in that case too. So let's try this. Things you can throw. Perfect. Okay. All right, so these last ones. Pound, material, real, solid. I guess material, real, and solid go together, and concrete. For things that like, for something like evidence or something, solid evidence, material evidence. I guess that would work. Tangible. Yeah, yeah, makes sense. So now the question is, can we figure out what connects these last ones? Pound, marble, crumb, and birthday. Cake! It's cake! Oh, yeah, one of my favorite things. Kinds of cake. All right, we did it. Very nice. All right, so all of these games reset daily, so I could make a daily series out of this, but I'm not sure if I have the energy for that. Let's see. But I would really love to show you an instance of the worldle game and also the global game where I have to struggle a little bit more, just because that's a lot more fun to look at, I guess, than just me solving it in a single guess or like 3 guesses like we did here. So I'm gonna try this again sometime and just hope that I get a prettier solve path for you. For now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this different kind of video, and I'm hopefully going to see you soon. Bye bye.